What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Particle Goat Gaming.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
If you haven't been here before, hit that like and hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs, featuring Wet Bananas and the cast with De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, a progressing young rookie, second overall pick, Keldon Johnson, Luke Kornet. We're going to make this team maybe a contender for the best team all time. See if we can go 82-0 in the next couple of seasons, and obviously win a couple of championships, because this team is going to be crazy. And obviously it's past the trade deadline right now, so we're going to go ahead and get Simmons so we can get to those playoffs as soon as possible. We already entered in the 2026 draft class, and we're going to go ahead and offer up some contract extensions. We're going to need Keldon Johnson to be on a little bit less of a deal than his $16 million, and we're going to put him at about that $10 million mark. Julian Champagnie has been a nice piece, and will be getting a little bit more of a bag than he has before, which is perfectly fine. He'll be a nice trade asset for us a little bit later on. And then Harrison Barnes on a minimum contract is going to work out great for us. And besides that, we can't really make any extensions, so let's get to it. We are ranked first in the conference right now. Starting off this video, the Spurs are ranked second in the conference and third in the power rank overall, just behind a couple of Western Conference teams. But does look like we're going to hold on to this first and second spot.
Nice.
It'll be interesting to see if they can win without my help here, but it's going to be some tough competition. Wemby does not make the All-Star team, unfortunately. I think this is because of the new format, but he definitely made it on the World team. He definitely did, but all defensive, apparently not. He's definitely in there, but just because of the new format from this year, I think it messes that up a little bit. We hold on to the #1 seed going into the playoffs, and we're going to be up against a scrappy Phoenix team. With some injuries here to one of our main guys, De'Aaron Fox. And we're going to need to move some people around at the center spot, because we got a lot of those. Mason Plumlee, we're going to need somebody to play. Okay, Stephon Castle is going to start at the point. We can keep, I guess Keldon Johnson's going to start at the shooting guard. Oh, Dylan Harper's also injured.
What?
Oh boy. Julian Champagnie is going to come off the bench for small forward. We obviously have Harrison Barnes here. Lindy Waters, you're getting some playoff minutes, buddy. McLaughlin? Laughlin? I don't even know. Let's see how that rotation is taken. Oy. This is not great. We're gonna need Julian. You need to play the shooting guard bench. As far as power forwards go, Harrison Barnes is starting. That looks a little bit better. We're still a little high on the center minutes, with Olenek and Luke Kornet in there. It's too bad Mason Plumlee can't play the shooting guard. I don't think Plumlee's even getting minutes. He probably is a little bit, yeah. He is getting 16, solid 16 in there. But this is just what it's going to have to look like. But hopefully through this first round we can stick it out and make it through. Unfortunately, with all those injuries, we'll turn them off after this season, though, because the Spurs are not that injury prone. And 2K likes to hit us with some playoff injuries. Houston Rockets team has been great all season. They dropped to the 5th seed, though, and 4-1, the Denver Nuggets. We're up 3-1 against these guys. Okay, De'Aaron Fox is back. That works out a little bit better. Steph Castle can go back to his starting shooting guard spot. We can put Keldon at bench shooting guard again. Have Julian Champagnie play the bench small forward. We will need a backup point guard, though. Unfortunately, KJ's really the only one who can do that, and then Harrison Barnes can play the small forward, which is a bit of a different look, but that's going to make the rotation look really nice. Against this OKC Thunder team is going to be hard to beat.
Well, duh.
Featuring the flopper, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, they're all healthy. I don't think they're missing anybody. So, it's going to be tough to beat them. They're number 1 seed. This is a rematch game, okay? 2-1. I'm sorry, 2-0. Starting off not great. We might get 4-0'd. But that's a little unrealistic. Yeah, 3-1. 2-3. Maybe we can push it to a game 7 here. 3-3, we push it to the game 7. Is it a comeback of the century? No. The OKC Thunder, led by Shai, come to the finals and then get beat by the Knicks. It's the Knicks' time. And then we're going to go ahead and turn off injuries because it's a little ridiculous that 3 of our top guys get injured. Of course, Wet Bananas managed to stay healthy. And then let's look at the player retirements. Make sure that LeBron is retiring. We know that that wasn't his last season. Mason, we need you back, buddy. I don't think Seth, who just got to the Warriors, that this doesn't much matter, but, you know, I don't think he'll leave. Let's go to the draft. We won't have any picks, but let's just see who ends up number 1. Possibly the Kings and the Thunder are going to have 2 lottery picks. Oh, we have the 15th pick. That's a nice piece from Atlanta. We might can do something, a little trade magic with that, as you know if you've seen me before.
Magic.
We can work some trade magic here. Featuring an old Harrison Barnes and the 15th pick. Dalton Kornet, young 25-year-old. Yeah, that's not necessarily what we're looking for. We'll shoot 2 guys in there. We are a little overloaded at the power forward / center minutes with Mason Plumlee. Oh, we can't trade those guys. We would have to re-sign them. Those guys, we can't trade them. So I wish I had Jeremy Sohan as a trade piece. Julian, though, as a trade piece will look nice. And we might actually be able to pick up someone extremely good in this position. Especially with the things that we're giving up here. The 15th pick, could we at least, like, move up, you think? Okay, so the Thunder's 11th pick. Make a little move up there. The Wizards with the first pick. Top 6 would be nice. Devin Vassell. Don't want to... No, definitely not De'Aaron Fox. I don't want to give up Devin Vassell. No. Not gonna happen. It's not that valuable to us. We have a great core. We got a lot of young guys. We don't necessarily need this, but we're just gonna take a little look-see, and look what they're offering. No. Not the 2nd pick for, like... I'm more looking to trade my current pick, and I don't really know what to do to get rid of it, to be honest. They want De'Aaron Fox back. That's hilarious. The Kings making a poor decision there. Do we trade De'Aaron Fox for, like, a lower contract guy? I mean, a Darian Peterson would be kind of crazy. No, we're looking for, like, someone who's crazy at their position for a little bit of a lower contract, because that $49 million does sit a little bit heavy. Man, we cannot find anything. Let's just give up our picks. Justin Edwards. Hey, he's a 2-star rookie. We could pick up some contract with a few of these guys. Let's just keep it. Let's see what we can get at that 15th spot. There's definitely some dudes in this draft.
Éxito.
Obviously.
Obviously, right?
Silly me.
Maybe we can move up like a couple positions, maybe to this 11th spot, with this Thunder pick, and that puts us nearly within the top 10. And we still have some seconds to spare. Let's see if we can move up again, just to kind of negotiate around. Maybe the Grizzlies. No. Nah. That 6th pick is a little bit, or I'm sorry, 7th pick is a little bit too valuable. At this point, I'm just kind of trying to get into that top 10, maybe a chance, pick 11, and they drop the Caleb Martin contract on us. Yeah, the 29 draft, who knows how that's going to be. So, Luke Kornet, Julian Champagny is somebody we're looking to get rid of anyways, but we'd be picking up that contract. I'd rather just give up the 29 first-round pick, and pick up this dude's contract here. And then, so we're kind of scrapping around to better picks here, which is nice. We could give up Julian Champagny. Is it really worth it? At the 6th spot, the top 5 are probably Cam Boozer, Darian Peterson, AJ, maybe like a Nate Ament, Jaden Quintas. Caleb Wilson would be a great pickup. Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let's just go to the draft, see what we can pick up here. Who will still be here? Darius Acuff is still here. He's projected to go. Rajon Rondo is pretty great. Keaton Wagler is supposed to be a knight. Kingston Flemings, with Tim Hardaway. Nate Ament, I'm surprised he didn't go sooner. Draymond Green kind of character. We could use a power forward. However, with the guard play, great potential, we gotta go with Darius Acuff here and see where he ends up. AJ drops all the way to 5th. Caleb Wilson jumps up, along with Kareem Lopez, who must have had a great season. Kind of crazy that he went there. Darius Acuff, a 76 overall, so pretty good pickup there. We could have went with the Kingston Flemings. Let's go to the team player options. We're going to need to pick everybody up here. And then we don't really need any of those dudes. And let's get to the free agency. I'm sorry that took so long kind of trying to trade up picks. But we're here now, and we can make some plays. We could put the Champagnes on the same team. And that's a nice trade piece because he's truly a small forward at heart. He's not meant to be at the spot. Yusuf Nurkic off the bench for us. I mean, I could do that. I could get behind that. Did we lose somebody here? I feel like we should have, but I don't know if we truly did. Nah. We'll pick up the other Champagny. Yeah, we don't want Kelly on the 16 million. I would like Plumlee back, preferably. I don't really care about this dude.
We do not care.
David Jones Garcia. Harrison Ingram. All those guys can go. And we're going to make it through the free agency with another good center, or possibly starting power forward. He could definitely go there. He's a stretch. His defense, though. Let's go ahead and get to it. Get to player progression, see how much Vicky, Wet Bananas, goes up 1. De'Aaron Fox up another 1. Steph Castle up 1. Dylan Harper jumps up 4. And Julian Champagnie jumps up 2. Carter Bryant has had a breakout season, as far as progression goes. And now we can kind of trade some people around. Luke Kornet on a $10 million deal. We like you, but not that much. We're kind of looking for a young, just decent piece here. Cam Whitmore would be a solid piece along with Rob Riley, but I'm not giving up that first round pick. Who do you think you are? Like, that's not happening. D Cuff coming off the bench at the guard spot. KJ is truly meant to be a small forward. And now, him and Julian has got to get us something nice. Jalen Tyson, a young small forward piece, is nice. I think he honestly might be starting. I would like a really high quality starting power forward. And Aaron Gordon, and we get rid of that Caleb Martin contract is nice. Keldon can start at the power forward spot, but he's 6'6". Indiana Pacers, I can't see them making a trade like that. Dylan Brooks is a kind of a crazy piece to pick up. Kamara for defense, a 3-and-D kind of power forward guy. Great defensive stats. I think it's like A and A plus, I believe. I mean, it's up there. Second team all defense, yeah. Gold challenger. Yeah, that's really solid defense next to Victor Wembanyama, and we pick up a Yang Hansen, who will hopefully progress for us. Let's just explore our options because Keldon Johnson. Oh, we could get Evan Mobley to start at the power forward. I can't see the Cavs doing that. It's just because we didn't have enough contract in it. That's why we were kind of getting bad trades. We need to add contract with Devin Vassell, who's been great for them. He's been great. I don't like giving up 3 guys, but Evan Mobley is just... Him and Wemby would be kind of crazy. Yeah, he's shooting 37%, 14 a game, and is a decent defensive player. I don't like Max Struess's contract, but it kind of has to work this way. Let's just do it. I can't see the Cavs doing that, but it gives us a really good starting caliber power forward.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
And that's what we were looking for, to be honest. Now a starting caliber small forward, and then we'll be pretty solid on the starters. I want to get rid of Max Strus, but we cannot right now. We'll throw these 3 in the blender. Don't connect. I don't know if that's starting caliber small forward. I mean, Julian Champagnie could start at the small forward spot. Like, that's not a bad thing. This team is cracked. Like, if they don't go and win so many championships, I'm surprised we even got barely beat out last year. Yeah, so really Max Strus here at the shooting guard is have to happen, and then we have Darius Cuff. So just go to the season, get to that December 20th deadline, see if we can make a move for a really good small forward piece to start, which I'm happy with Julian Champagnie. Like that's not like that's a starting caliber guy. He can be there for sure. Dylan Harper coming off the bench is giving him a lot of minutes. Man, I'd rather him come off the bench at shooting guard, but then who do we start at the... Okay, Darius. Darius can come off the bench for... Oh, wait. I meant point. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we keep him at point. Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
Darius Cuff, I'm interested to see what you do this season. I think that's a good rookie pickup for us. I think it is. We get another great guard. Let's get to that December 20th. I think that's when we can get rid of a couple of our free agency pieces. But this team is pretty crazy. Oh, no. We're good. Okay, so starting off on a little bit of a tear, which is great. We lose the Portland Trailblazers and the Suns, and then the Mavericks, Tyson Lowe. that 5-game losing streak is slightly concerning, considering it's the Mavericks, Raptors, and Jazz. Nikola Jokic wins MVP. I mean, I think Devin Vassell is a piece that we're gonna miss, but having Evan Mobley as that defensive power forward piece is just amazing. And then we'll get rid of the champagnes in a package, cart them off together
Drewski! Crackhead, get him out of here.
somewhere. Jeremy Sohan back on the team. Ryan Rollins, great guard. I don't want to give up my pick though. Neanderhauser as a developing young center rookie. G.G. Jackson, already in an 80 overall. Scoring 14 a game for the Grizz. He's kind of stepped up in that spot. I'm looking for a little bit more than that. Wait, it's the contract. It's the contract. We don't have enough contract in this trade. Okay, so we gotta throw Caleb Martin in for the contract. Okay, Jordan Walsh, John Collins. We still kind of need more contract in there. Throw Max Strus in instead. Okay, this is a little bit better. We could pick up Wendell Carter and Jace Richardson. However, this isn't the starting caliber small forward I was really looking for. Maybe people don't want them together. What has Nurkic done? 7 points a game? He's not shooting too well. Beef stew? Beef pods? Draymond Green. The Warriors are holding on. Holding on to him. Alright, we have to get a good small forward here. The contract, though, is the problem. I would love to pick up some of these guys. Like, Zubac as our bench center is kind of wild. However, that $19 million contract is a little bit too much for my liking. Baron J and DiVincenzo. That's not what we're looking for. John Collins could definitely start at the small forward. He would go up. He's having a great season. 48% is kind of wild. And we're like decently deep in the season too. Like, these three? No. Well, we're getting better trades for this. Okay, I know Nikhil is a tough player, for sure. We'll throw in Justin. But then we get worse trades. Interesting. Norman Powell, he's that stick. He's good as well. However, I'm looking at the Nikhil Alexander-Walker trade because he's going to be an asset if he plays at the small forward spot. I don't like Buddy Hield. Could we just waive Buddy Hield? Just move on from him. Nobody wants Buddy Hield in this league anymore.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh yeah, he's an 86 overall small forward. Heck yeah. And then of course we have the Champagnes, and we're going to move on from one of them for a better bench center. Yeah, so now we have... that was an insane pickup right there. That was a goated pickup for sure. Noah Clowney and Danny Wolf. I like that. We go younger, two developing guys, or we could go with somebody like Missy, who's going to progress off the bench. He's only having 5 a game, but he'd step in and probably get a few more minutes, and a second round swap. But Noah Clowney and Danny Wolf are both good, and we gotta take that. And then we can put Danny at the center because that's really his true position, anyways. And one more Champagne to go. Carter Bryant is definitely stepped up to be our bench small forward. So we really don't need anything major here. We're just kind of looking to maybe have a better backup center until Danny Wolf, or a better until they kind of progress. That's a rough trade. Yeah, like, we could pick up Rob. Tyler Kolek. Hey, a solid pickup there, too. Yeah, like, why would I not do this? We might as well just take this. And that gives us some good bench center minutes until my guy Danny Wolf can progress. Let's see how that looks. Okay, a lot of center minutes right now. I need Darius Acuff to come in. So Danny Wolf is getting significant minutes. I'd rather have him play than Robert Will and just progress him. And then I really think we're set for the season, guys. Let's get it. Let's do it.
You can do it!
Right now we're holding on to second in the power rank and first in the Western Conference. Okay, we do beat teams like the OKC Thunder, but then lose to the Jazz. Like, that doesn't even make sense. We should be clomping the Jazz, like, easily. Like, it should be 142 to 98 every night. The Timberwolves, I can see that. That makes a little bit of sense. Oh, good lord. Like, we lose to the Nets? Come on, guys. I'm uneasy as well, guys. Like, what is going on here? You would think that this team would just be a straight bucket. But it is what it is. And it be what it be. If we get second and third, like, how is this team not upgraded from what it already was? We pick up Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's a great offensive and kind of 3-and-D kind of guy. And he's a baller. Great on the Hawks. Noah Clowney, 10 mil. Oof. This team is going to get a little bit expensive, which is why we're going to move on from a couple of guys. I would love to negotiate Evan Mobley's contract or find a replacement for him. That's kind of better. Maybe if we could like swipe a Jaren Jackson Jr. or a Jalen Johnson for Evan Mobley, I'd much rather have that next to Wemby. Well, I think it's great. Don't get me wrong, Cavs fans. I'm here for you. Y'all have had a rough start, but y'all get it done. Is Evan Mobley really gonna progress as much? And we might get pick up. Okay, so now Wemby makes All-NBA first. He gets yada yada. So we're third right now against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, good lord, centers. Yeah. Darius Acuff is gonna give my boy some minutes. Danny Wolf had a decent season. I'd rather have a playoff dude, guys. Like we kind of need somebody who's a little bit more playoff tested to come in off the bench at center for me. Dylan Harper's getting more minutes than Stephon Castle. See, Evan Mobley has dropped off defensively. So yeah, I think that's a piece we have to move on from. Unfortunately, like I think it's gotta happen. I mean we should be a playoff team. There's no way we let this Timberwolves team beat us. And yet it's 2-2 here. Oh man. Darius, bro. Okay, we're up 3-2 and 4-2. We managed to take it. Thank the Lord. I was a little scared for a minute there. What has Noah Clowney done this season? 8 a game. It's decent. Danny Wolf, or at least in the playoffs. Rob was kind of doing better than Danny, not gonna lie. Hey, Evan Mobley shooting halfway decent. Probably not often, but hey. Nikhil has had a mid-year. He's a piece that was also kind of gonna be moved in the future. Darius Akuff scoring 80 game, very low shooting percentage. That's scary. If we package him and get like a Darren Peterson, maybe like a package him with. Okay, so we are in the conference finals against the Golden State Warriors, who make a turnaround, a really big turnaround. They pick up Keegan Murray, probably most likely in free agency, and I guess that helps them turn around. But we should beat them. There's no way. Okay, 3-1, 4-1. Okay, we move on to the finals. We can still get a win here. All that matters is the playoffs. 1-0 against the Magic, 2-0 against the Magic. The Magic really haven't done that much. They just kind of kept the same team, kind of watched them progress. Me personally, I would have Anthony Black starting at shooting guard, and they come back. What's up with this Magic team? They were the 8th seed and pulled off an upset. And then I did just completely screw up the lineup. But what if that works? Just run a ton of centers and run them over? Victor Wembanyama gets Finals MVP.
Direction and magnitude. Oh yeah!
And that's hopefully the first of many for the Spurs team. LeBron would not retire. Kevin Durant definitely wouldn't. Steph would not. He's... LeBron's on the Nets? When did that happen?
How? How? I don't know.
The Nets signed him? Well, that's stupid. He would never go to the Nets. The Nets are garbage. Let's get to the lottery. See what we're dealing with here. Uh, mm, nope, no lottery pick. We do have a pick though. Spurs. I do not see us. Oh, 24th via Atlanta. Not great, but you know, an extra little something something to add on to this trade that we about to do right here. Sorry, Evan Mobley, you're on too much of a contract, buddy, and you're not producing enough. I definitely don't want John Morant. Nate Amint, we just completely drop Evan Mobley's contract and pick up a Nate Amint. Lauri Markkanen, interesting. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Pascal Siakam, Jalen Duren. That's kind of the guy I'm looking for here. Or Scotty Barnes.
I'm getting stronger.
Let's go. Jaden McDaniels. Okay, so the latter end of these trades from some of these teams are a little bit better. I like Scotty Barnes. But we fit next to Wemby. Jalen Duren, though, put Wemby at the power forward. That would be insane. He's on a $30 million contract, and I don't want to pick up Jakob Pertles, so here we are. Vicky, wow, that's a huge trade, but that's awesome. I am very happy with that trade. Very happy. I don't even know if we're gonna need Darren Fox this season. With I know Dylan Harper's gonna progress. Stephon Castle's gonna be tough, and then I know that we're gonna have Darius Akuff kind of progressing a smidge. Like, do we truly need guy? Do we need Darren Fox? I like Darren Fox, don't get me wrong, but um, could we drop this dude's contract somehow? We'll throw in some picks. I really don't care about this draft pick.
We do not care.
Yeah, let's just see where we're at and what we're doing. We are gonna need to sign Vicky, which is, oh no, we don't. We're gonna need to sign Steph Castle. Oh no, he accepted. Everybody accepted, I think, except Wemby. No.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
All right. Nobody's looking to get him. We're gonna give him the bag. 5 years, he'll come back. And who's affordable here? If we could pick up somebody that's, you know, decently high value for their position, like Kyle Flapowski. That's a little expensive though. Yeah, I could care less for either of those guys, and we need Victor Wembanyama back. Boom! And this team is looking fire. Nikhil Alexander-Walker is going to be gone. That's who I meant to trade. I would get rid of Marvin Bagley, but this is not going to happen. Jalen Johnson, Jaden Quaintance. I don't want to give up Janie Wolf. And we would get Devin Vassell back, which is kind of ironic. Khalil, I do love you, dude. You would be a nice bench piece, but Saloon would probably instantly go up at the small forward spot. Trey Murph as a 3-and-D kind of guy. Jaden McDaniels, though, might be the perfect piece. And Joan Barringer apparently has more upside than Danny Wolf does. I'm gonna do it.
See you, chump.
It's a great deal. We get a defensive small forward, which fits perfectly. And let's get to player progression. Where are we at? Jalen Duren goes up to a 90. Steph Castle at an 89. De'Aaron Fox jumps up 188. Dylan Harper all the way up to an 87 now. Jaden McDaniels drops, but that's okay. We have him here for the defense and the shooting. 3-and-D kind of guy. And Darius Cuff already progressing. To an 82. What's going to be interesting is the point guard minutes, for sure. Splitting between De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper is not, like, the most optional. I don't want them fighting over the position, basically. This will be our last year. See if we can get a second finals win in a row. Almost third. We almost had it first year. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting. I know Steph Castle isn't going to have a bajillion minutes. Like, we could put one of these guys at the small forward. Like Steph Castle. We could. We could have Jaden McDaniels coming off the bench. But do we really need to? I don't think so. Yeah. It works out fine. Dylan, I guess De'Aaron Fox wants to drop off in minutes. He's shooting 42% last season. Dylan Harper, obviously, doing great. Jalen Duren is going to be that stick piece for us because Wemby's kind of obviously a stretch power forward. And is going to absolutely be nasty at the power forward spot. No one's going to be able to stop him. I was hoping Carter Bryant would be a little bit better. Oh, we have Tyler Kolek on the team. Interesting. Travis Mills. He's already a 74 overall as a rookie. He was pick number 24. Three young guys for maybe like a Jalen Tyson, Christian Anderson Jr. Get another young guard on the team. Not gonna happen. Dalton Kornet progress. Johnny Furphy. Interesting. No, that's not in our best interest right now. I do like Jalen Tyson, but geez, De'Aaron Fox picked up a player option for $1 billion.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Ja. We are looking for a point guard, but ooh, Cody Williams and Triple J. Interesting. Baron J's at 80 overall. That's great. That's awesome. Is Bagley even getting minutes? He'll be our trade piece next to. Yeah, no, he's not. He'll be our trade piece next to your boy Carter Bryant for someone who's gonna step up a little bit better in that position, kind of deal. So let's get it. There's no way we're starting off on a tear. This team is built really well. I like bringing in a defensive piece such as Jaden McDaniels, having Steph Castle as a defensive piece, De'Aaron Fox obviously spurring the offense, Jalen Duren for post defense, Victor Wembanyama getting all defense last year, being defensive player of the year. Darren Peterson wins NBA Cup MVP at the Wizards. Doing good things. So yeah, this team is just cracked at this point. I just don't like De'Aaron Fox's contract, but it doesn't matter. This is the last year anyways. So we'll just kind of. How's Carter Bryant doing this season? If we could eventually get to his. Okay, so not the best.
Stop it. Get some help.
Exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, so like a Nick Clifford is doing decent things at the Kings. Devin Carter. Jalen Wells, however, coming off the bench is kind of insane. Having a great year over there at the Rockets. Goes to the Rockets. Must have been a free agent. Definitely missed out on that. Mulak could be our backup center. Oh my gosh. I'm a Mulak guy. I like Mulak a lot, if you don't know. First round pick, but it's Mulak. Nah, Jalen Wells would make the most sense here. He's shooting great. I think he's a decent. I think he's a 3-and-D kind of player. No, maybe just offense. Yeah, A perimeter D. Carter Bryant, A- post defense, C+. So the defense is a little bit better as far as Carter Bryant is concerned. But then we're giving up really nobody else. So let's do that.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
And we just make one more move. He might even be starting. He's starting. Dang. I like Jaden McDaniels there, though, in the squad. Do what you want to do, I guess. If we need to trade Jaden McDaniels, we can. I didn't think I would, though. We need that defensive piece, for sure. He's our 3-and-D kind of guy. I'm surprised the Timberwolves would even give him up, but, it is what it is. 30-8 right now, first in both the power rank and conference, as you can see. Well, duh. And we're going to keep on trucking. A massive win streak right now. Here come the Lakers. Still beat them. Lakers again, second game in a row. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't think there's anything that we're really going to change here. We have multiple 90 overalls on this team. This is like the big six. Darius the Cuff this season. Let's check out our young rookie that we picked up. 15 a game on 44 almost % shooting. So Jalen Wells has stepped up to a 45% shooter. Jaden McDaniels shooting 48%. That on-ball gravity of De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, and Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren doing exactly what we want him to, getting the boards, picking up some points. Hopefully he's feeding off of Victor Wembanyama's. Wemby, 27 a game, 10 rebounds. Really good double-double. Shooting nearly 40% from the three-point line. Baron J, who we picked up last minute as a part of the Jaden McDaniels trade, who progressed to an 81 overall, doing halfway decent things off the bench. And I really like this squad. Obviously, Clint Capella is not going to come in here and do anything. But besides that, we're looking nice. Everyone's kind of fitting their roles perfectly. So yeah, let's get it. There's no reason to stop and make offers. We look good. We look nice. I mean, really, the only spot I mean, you could upgrade anywhere technically, but the really only thing I would be remotely concerned about if we were doing another year is De'Aaron Fox's contract, especially with most likely needing to extend Dylan Harper to a bit more of a deal. So maybe capitalizing on him now would be good for the Spurs, trying to get some value, um, and so they can give Dylan Harper the bag. Um, because obviously when you have a guy like Victor Wembanyama takes up a lot of cap space, Jalen Duren takes up a lot of cap space, but De'Aaron Fox out all of those on that 53 million player option is insane. And we are a 65 win team, 66 win team. Victor Wet Bananas MVP. He deserves it. Wes Jameson, Rookie of the Year for the Pels. Sixth man goes to the Suns. Jalen Green, and we win Defensive Player. Cam Boozer, Most Improved. Good for him. Cade Cunningham. And we get both Executive and Coach of the Year. Will anyone else make an All-Star game is the question. I mean, literally anyone could. No, not quite. Defensive first team, though. We get Victor Whip Bananas in there. Mullock makes a defensive team. I told y'all I'm high on that guy. So I kind of wanted to get him. Kind of wanted him, but it's all good. Yeah, let's go absolutely destroy some teams like the Pels with their Rookie of the Year. Um, this squad is looking stacked. Jalen Wells does get the starting spot over Jaden McDaniels. I think Jaden McDaniels does have more minutes coming off the bench, though. Oh, he has less. Darius Cuff, though. 14 a game in this playoff run. De'Aaron Fox has 28. Let's check out that score. Victor Wembanyama is 33, 14, 5, 3, and 4. 4 blocks in that game. Dang. Jalen Duren has done great for us. I love picking up Jalen Duren. I'm really happy with that. We're going to 4-0 this Pels team and move on. Phoenix Suns making another scrappy appearance. They get Kobe White in some kind of deal and really just keep everybody. Not a whole lot of changes. Ben Simmons, a really interesting piece. Rasheer Fleming, one of their more young rookie guys. But besides that, this is an interesting team. I was about to say we should not lose a game against them. I don't know how they won that first game. But we go 4-1 and beat the Suns, and it might be a rematch. It is a rematch against the OKC Thunder, who continue to make themselves felt and seen in the playoffs.
You can do it!
Yeah, let's just go, Markham. There's no reason we shouldn't absolutely besmirch this team. And yeah, we 4-0'd the Thunder.
Hey, bro. What? Oh my God!
Still led by Shea. Keep the same core, even pick up a young rookie. Jared McCain progressing all the way to an 87 overall. Yeah, Chris Sinak being their centerpiece there. Yeah, they have some guys. They've got a lot of picks. And they have Zach LaVine, totally random. I wonder how much of a contract he's on, but I shouldn't be worried about it because we're about to win a finals against the Toronto Raptors. Emmanuel Quickly still leading the squad at point. Jacoby Walter coming in at starting spot. This is really the same team, just with a little bit of progression. Literally, practically the same team. Should destroy them. There's no reason we don't go 4-0 here. And we do 4-0. Victor Wet Bananas getting that finals MVP. 30 points in the playoffs. Let's check out that last game score here. Oh, he went 4 for 12 from the 3-point line. That was not Wemby's best showing. But hey, Steph Castle coming in clutch, 8 out of 10. De'Aaron Fox doing De'Aaron Fox things. Jalen Wells was a nice pickup. I really like that pickup. I really like Jalen Duren as well. Doesn't take threes, so he can anchor down low while Wemby kind of floats to the outside if he wants. Dylan Harper, obviously, doing. He's only shooting 26% from the 3-point line. Jane McDaniels also had drop off from the playoffs. All ends well with another Spurs finals win. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a blessed day. Prodigal Goat Gaming signing off.